Hello and welcome back to our short course on formulating cosmetics. This is part 2 in our 4-part module, an introduction to cosmetic formulating. I'm Perry Romanowski and I have been a cosmetic chemist working in the cosmetic industry for over 25 years. I'm also the main author of chemistcorner.com, a website dedicated to teaching people about how to become a cosmetic chemist. In our last lesson, we learned about the different types of cosmetics on the market. In this lesson, we're going to cover a little of the science that goes into a few of the different types of products, including hair care products and skincare products. This is a very big topic, so we won't be able to cover all aspects of the science behind products. Instead, I'm going to focus on the science of 4 types of products, including cleansers, moisturizers, conditioners, and styling products. So let's begin with the most basic of products, cleansers. There are all kinds of cosmetic products that are cleansers. These include products to clean the skin, like soap, body wash, facial cleansers, exfoliators, and products to clean the hair, like shampoo. They all are designed with the same goal in mind: remove oils and dirt from the surface of the skin or hair. They do this by first being put on the surface and then being removed. As they are removed, they take away with them dirt and oil. The 3 main strategies for accomplishing cleansing have been around for thousands of years. The ancients didn't know the science behind it, but that didn't stop them from stumbling on solutions to solve the problem in nature. The most simple cleanser is water. Water will work to remove any type of compound that is soluble in water. And if you get flour or sugar on your hands, a quick dip in water will lift that material away from the skin and then allow it to be rinsed away. Since the process of dissolving a material in water takes a little time, you might need to multiple water rinses to get that dirt to be removed. But for this type of dirt, water alone actually can work. Of course, water doesn't work on ingredients like oils that aren't soluble in water. In fact, most materials that we want to remove from hair or skin are oil-based, and water is not going to be effective. To cleanse this type of dirt, you need to use 2 other technologies. One is oil cleansers. Oil cleansers work by the same method as the water cleansers. However, instead of using water to remove the water-based dirts, you just use oils to remove the oil-based dirts. You take a cleansing oil ingredient like sunflower oil, coconut oil, or shea butter, you apply it to the surface of the skin, and then that oil works as a solvent and combines with the oil on the surface. Then you can use a cloth or a towel to just wipe it away. If you do enough wiping thoroughly, you clean the surface. Now, the problem with this method is that it's not always easy to remove all the cleansing oil, so you make your skin dirtier. And this is especially true for a product that you might use in your hair. This brings us to the 3rd type of cleansing technology, and the one that is used by the vast majority of cleansing products, surfactants. Surfactants are ingredients that are compatible with both oils and water. One portion of the molecule is lipophilic, which means that it's oil-loving, while the other portion of the molecule is hydrophilic, which means it's water-loving. This property of the surfactant molecules makes them ideal cleansing ingredients for these types of products. The way surfactants work is that when they're put on the surface of the skin or hair in combination with water, like when you're taking a shower or washing your hands, the lipophilic portions of the molecules will combine with the oils on the skin and the hair. This helps lift them off those surfaces, and the hydrophilic portions of the molecules allow them to be rinsed away. It's really an incredible feat. Soap was actually the first surfactant discovered by people, and it is made by reacting oils like tallow or olive oil with a base like sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. Soap technology has actually been around for centuries, and they continue to produce soap today. Synthetic surfactants were developed in the 1920s and have steadily improved over time in terms of efficiency and reduction of irritation. Today, most shampoos, body washes, and facial cleansers are based on surfactant cleansing technologies. In truth, surfactants have many more roles in cosmetics, but we'll save that kind of discussion for a different time. Next, we'll move on to the science of skin moisturizers. Our skin has many important functions, including the prevention of water loss. Dry skin or xerosis is actually a problem that consumers seek to treat with cosmetics, and it all comes from loss of water. Now, whether for the face, hands, feet, or entire body, moisturizer formulas are an important part of any cosmetic chemist toolkit. To understand how moisturizers work, we first need to talk a little bit about the structure of skin. You see, the upper layer of the skin is called the epidermis, which is further subdivided into 4 distinct layers. The main type of cells in the epidermis are called keratinocytes. These migrate up from the dermis and undergo many changes to become flat, keratin-rich corneocytes before becoming shed. During this progression through the layers of the epidermis, lipids are released into the space between the cells, and the skin's own natural moisturizing factor, the NMF, is generated. These lipids form a barrier to water loss and help retain the skin's NMF. It's the disruption of this type of matrix and the subsequent loss of hydration that can lead to dry, flaky skin. Cosmetic moisturizers are used to help repair the lipid barrier and to restore hydration. Although there are some specialized approaches, most cosmetic moisturizers improve the condition of dry skin by using one of 3 major ingredient types, including humectants, emollients, and occlusive agents. Let's talk about each of those. Humectants are ingredients like glycerin, urea, or pyridine carboxylic acid, or PCA. They work by attracting water from the dermis below and helping to keep that water below in the stratum corneum, the outer layer. Glycerin is used frequently because of its low cost and its high efficiency, but it can leave a tacky feel on the skin, so formulators include other ingredients to offset this effect. Now, occlusive agents increase moisture levels by physically blocking the epidermal water loss. Ingredients with occlusive properties include petrolatum, some waxes, some oils, and even silicones. Some occlusive agents, like petrolatum, can actually leave a heavy feel, so they are often combined with other ingredients, like emollients, to improve consumer appeal. Speaking of emollients, emollients can have an occlusive effect, but they also have a nice feel and improve the appearance of the skin by smoothing flaky skin cells. There are many different types of emollient esters and oils available to a formulation chemist, and they are often grouped according to their ability to spread on the skin. By combining emollients and the different spread rates, you can actually tailor the skin feel of your moisturizer, and that's what being a cosmetic chemist is all about. When creating a skin moisturizer, each of these ingredient types are included to create a synergistic moisturizing effect, and while mitigating the less desired aesthetic problems of the other ingredients. Okay, we've covered cleansers for hair and moisturizers for skin. Let's move on to the equivalent skin moisturizers, but for hair. While shampoos represent the most common type of hair product, conditioners are a close second. They're designed to improve the look and the feel of your hair. Our rinse-out conditioners are applied to the hair after shampooing. They are allowed to stay in the hair for a short amount of time, say 30 seconds, and then they're rinsed out. After being rinsed thoroughly, they make the hair easier to comb, frizz-free, soft-feeling, they reduce static charges, they improve shine, and they protect the hair from future damage. Conditioners contain a variety of conditioning and moisturizing ingredients that are meant to be left behind the hair even after rinsing, and they can affect the hair characteristics. This is a key concept in conditioning. For a hair conditioner to work, it has to leave something behind on the surface of the hair. The primary conditioning agents include quaternized surfactants, or quats as we call them, cationic polymers, silicones, emollients, and humectants. The cationic surfactants and cationic polymers, they remain on the hair via what's called an electrostatic interaction. These ingredients are positively charged when placed in a solution of water. They are attracted to the negatively charged sites of damaged protein on your hair. This positive-negative interaction actually prevents them from being removed. So on the hair, they coat the fibers, they counteract the problem of damaged hair. Silicones and emollients rely on their hydrophobic nature to plate out on the hair. So conditioners, they're emulsions composed of water and these hydrophobic materials. And so then when they're put onto the hair and they're diluted, those materials will just spread out and coat the hair shaft. And if you use the right type of materials, you can get an effect that counteracts a lot of the problems and that people like the way it feels. Our final topic will be hair styling products. There are a wide variety of styling types, but you can learn a lot about them just by looking specifically at gels. Every future formulator should learn how to make a gel. It has a great look and consumers respond really well to this type of product form. It's not just for hair styling. But a hair styling gel is designed to help hold the hair in a fixed shape. It is a clear product that is smooth through the hair. It coats it, and then that sets up this rigid film that inhibits movement. A well-formulated hair gel will remain flexible when it's initially applied, but then it becomes stiffer as it dries. That gives stylability and hold. The primary ingredient that makes a styling gel hold the hair is a styling polymer. These polymers are typically based on vinyl monomers and have names like polyvinyl pyrrolidone or PVP or just VP, which is vinyl pyrrolidone. These polymers give good hold while being water soluble enough to be easily rinsed away out of the hair. Polymers are also used as holding agents in other styling products like putties, pomades, and hair dressing. The other ingredient that is critical to a styling gel is the thickening system, and there are a number of cosmetic thickening agents that can be used, but the most common for styling gels is an acrylic acid polymer like carbomer. Carbomer has some interesting and useful characteristics. It's acidic when it's put into a water solution, and when the polymer is neutralized with, say, an ingredient like TEA, that causes some bonding changes within the polymer, which in turn creates that gel. It's really quite cool to see this happen. The rest of the ingredients in styling gels include like colorants, solubilizers, stabilizers, emollients, and preservatives, of course. And while important, these things have varying degrees of effect on the performance of the products. Primarily, it's the gel styling and the styling polymer. Okay, so that covers the 4 types of cosmetic products and how they work. For the exercise in this lesson, we will focus on understanding how the ingredients in a skin moisturizer work. I want you to get some of the different skin moisturizing ingredients and see if you can tell a difference between them when you place them on the back of your hand. These are some ingredients that anyone should be able to get a sample of. For a humectant, get some glycerin. For an emollient, you can get something like mineral oil or baby oil. And for an occlusive agent, you can get a sample of petrolatum, which just turns out to be Vaseline. Apply each of them to the different parts of the back of your hand and see if you can notice any difference in the way they feel. How easy are they to apply? How your skin feels after it's been put on there for a while, and how the ingredients feel, say, after 10 minutes. Write down any kind of differences or similarities that you notice. An exercise like this will be helpful in getting you familiar with the effect of different ingredients used in making cosmetics. This will in turn make you a better cosmetic formulator. Alright, there was a lot we didn't get to, say color cosmetics, sunscreens, and more, and there is much more detail we could go into even on these topics. That's what we cover in our practical cosmetic formulating program. But just knowing how these 4 types of products will work will make you a more competent and better cosmetic formulator. In the next lesson, we're going to go a little more deeper into cosmetic ingredients and talk about the different kinds that are used to make all the different kinds of cosmetics. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.